Bonjour! We are going to be working with les adjectifs, adjectives, and notre objectif, our objective, is to describe someone or something accurately with adjectives. So today we're going to be working with adjectives and their agreement en français. Okay. So on your note sheets, I want you to put down these things that are there. The number one rule of adjectives is this, okay? All adjectives agree with the person, place, or thing they are describing in gender and number. Okay, so it's going to agree with masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. If an adjective is feminine, if an adjective is describing a feminine person or a feminine object, then you're going to make it feminine by adding an E. So for example, here we have C'est un petit garçon. Il est amusant. Okay. Over here, I do not know why that keeps going up. Okay. But over here, we have C'est une petite fille. Okay. C'est une petite fille. Elle est amusante. Okay. So on the left, we have C'est un petit garçon. Il est amusant. On the right, we have C'est une petite fille. Elle est amusante. To make an adjective plural. To make an adjective plural, we add an S. Okay. Be sure to check that it also agrees in gender. So for example, on the left, we have Ce sont les grands livres. Livre is masculine, so I added an S. Now on the right, okay, Ce sont des tables sympathiques. The word table is feminine. Okay, sympathique already does end with an E, so I don't need to add an E. And then I just add an S. Okay. Then I also have Ce sont deux petites tables. Okay. So I added an E and an S to the word petit. Please note though, if an adjective already ends in an E, you don't have to add an E. They're fine as they are. So for example, timide, comique, sympathique, antipathique, jeune, you don't need to add another E. So now with the position of adjectives in French. Well, in general, adjectives come after the noun that they describe, okay? But when we are describing something that goes with beauty, age, goodness, or size, it goes in front of the noun. We'll be learning about these in a little bit after the next quiz, and that is they're called what we call bags adjectives. And words like petit and grand will go in front of the noun because they describe something or someone's size. Okay, so for example, un petit garçon, une petite fille, un grand chien. So right now, I want you to take a moment in your notes, okay? And right now, you're going to work with these words and make agreement with them. Okay, so write the noun first and then the adjective. Where you see the stars, that means that the word is going to go in front. Okay, so we're going to pause. Okay, so here you go. So un drapeau américain is un drapeau américain. Okay. Une fille sympathique, une fille sympathique. Un restaurant sympathique. Yes, sympathique can be also describing a nice restaurant. Okay. Un restaurant sympathique. Okay. Un garçon, and we're using the word grand. Okay. Un garçon grand, my bad. Grand is going to go after in this one. I'll explain why. Okay. Une fille and brun. So this would be une fille brune, a dark-haired girl. Une sœur petit. Petit will go in front. as I put there, une petite sœur. Un garçon, and the word we're looking at is patient, un garçon patient. Une fille content, une fille contente. À noter. So here, grand. Grand is big for things, and it goes in front. So we'll say un grand chien, une grande table. But when it's in front of people, it means like great, as in they were great people for what they did. So Victor Hugo est un grand homme. But for a tall person, we would say it goes after the noun. So Kobe Bryant est un homme grand. Here is a table. Please fill out the table that has been attached to your notes and fill it out. And these are common endings and predictable patterns that you can use. So for example, the word sérieux. Okay. So singular, masculine, sérieux, feminine, sérieuse. So it changes to E-U-S-E. Plural, masculine, would still say sérieux with E-U-X, but then when it's feminine, it's sérieuse, same pronunciation, but we add on an S to the E-U-S-E, so E-U-S-E-S. Heure, okay? So, heure, okay, masculine, E-U-R, feminine, heuse, okay? So, for example, Christophe est travailleur, Valérie est travailleuse. With masculine, for the heure, we add on an S. For the feminine, we add on E-U-S-E-S. Okay, so the same thing. So we have il a des amis travailleurs, elle a des amis travailleuses. Okay, the word travailleur means hardworking. This word is a good one to know, with things that end in ER. Okay, so we have the word cher. Cher means expensive. It's also used at the beginning of letters as in cher. Well, that's because in old vocabulary, we would say something was dear to say it was expensive. So, for example, okay, le blouson, the jacket, est cher. La robe, the dress, est cher. So we change that to E accent grave, R-E. Masculine, we add an S to the ER. So les blousons sont chers, the jackets are expensive. Les robes sont chères, the shoes are expensive. Okay, here's some other ones. Another set of predictable patterns of irregular adjectives. These are adjectives with irregular feminine forms. Okay, so if, okay, so IVE, okay, Paul est actif, Sylvie est active. Okay, this also goes for sportif, sportive, créatif, créative. Okay, elle, okay, so elle and elle. Eric est ponctuel. He is always on time. Sa sœur est ponctuelle. Il and I. Okay, Luc est gentil. Lucie est gentille. Okay, so we add on the I-L-L-E, double the L for the I-L. And then with the adjectives that end in en, we have, for example, Marc est canadien and Alice est canadienne. So what we do there is we take the en and then we double it with another n and an e. So these are common endings. And please, in this blank box here, fill in the feminine endings. Okay, you're going to add on. Here we go. So IF becomes IVE, EL becomes ELLE, IL becomes ILLE, and EN becomes ENNE. Okay. So what do you think we do to make them plural? Well, to make them plural, all we have to do is add on an S. Okay, so we will make these plural by adding on an S, and that's it. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. Now what we're going to do is I am going to have you do a basic activity and exercise, and then you're going to record on linked.